Tonight on the National Rundown, some updates on the Stormy Daniels case. A sex offender is arrested, and a landlord is suing their tenant for filming pornography on their property.
And I can't change, even if I try, even if I wanted to. My love, she keeps me warm. 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 She keeps me warm.
We are neighbors and best friends.
I love my sister.
My heart doesn't see race. Love is love.
Our family is no less than any other family.
Love is kind. Love is patient.
Hello and welcome to the National Rundown. I'm Jared Leedy.
And I'm Candace Stewart. A Florida man who owes more than $500,000 in child support is missing after taking a paddleboard out to the Atlantic Ocean. 52-year-old Constantine Theo Harris was last seen on March 20th in Fort Lauderdale. He missed a court appearance for the child support he owed. Family members say he was depressed but not suicidal.
Now let's take a closer look at the recent Stormy Daniels interview describing her issues with President Trump.
The lawyer for Stormy Daniels is now trying to force President Trump to answer questions under oath.
We want to know the truth about what the president knew, when he knew it, and what he did about it.
Daniels' attorney Michael Avenatti appeared on CBS this morning, hours after filing a motion seeking a deposition of no greater than 2 hours with both Mr. Trump and his personal attorney, Michael Cohen. He wants to determine if the president had a role in the $130,000 payment from Mr. Cohen to Stormy Daniels, 11 days before the presidential election.
When we get to the bottom of this, we're going to prove to the American people that they have been told a bucket of lies.
The adult film star claims she and Mr. Trump had a one-time sexual encounter in 2006.
And you had sex with him?
Yes.
The motion alleges Cohen's payment to silence Daniels was made to, quote, help ensure Mr. Trump won the 2016 presidential election. Avenatti says that would violate the Federal Election Campaign Act for the purpose of influencing any election for federal office.
If you give an in-kind contribution, that has to be reported. None of this has been reported anywhere.
Michael Cohen's lawyer, David Schwartz, has denied the payment was related to the election and tells CBS Radio the motion is politically motivated.
It's a reckless use of the legal system. That's what it is.
President Trump has consistently denied Daniels' claims. Weijia Jiang, CBS News, Washington.
That's right. A New Jersey man won nearly $200,000 after his first spin on internet gambling. Annabelle Lopez of Woodbridge decided to open an account on PlaySugarHouse.com after being bored at work. PlaySugarHouse.com is an affiliate of Atlantic City's Golden Nugget Casino. Lopez is using his earnings to pay bills, repair his house, and save for his 6-year-old son in the future.
Now let's send it over to Alyssa for a sports update.
Thanks, guys. In sports news, a medical examiner has determined Zeke Upshaw, a swingman for the Detroit Pistons G League affiliate, suffered a sudden cardiac death after collapsing on the court. Dr. Stephen Cole conducted an autopsy Tuesday, saying he observed some cardiac abnormalities and he's working to determine the exact type of heart disease. LaVon Ball of the Pittsburgh Steelers reportedly wants to be paid $17 million a year. Bell wanting to be paid as a running back and a pass catcher. The Steelers have yet to address Bell's asking price. Royals catcher Salvador Perez will miss the next 4 to 6 weeks after being diagnosed with an MCL tear in his left knee. Jeffrey Flanagan tweets that Perez suffered the injury while he slipped while carrying his luggage on Tuesday night. That's it for sports. Back to you guys at the desk.
Up next, we take a look at a woman who got caught trying to sneak drugs into a prison.
Got a quarter?
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
About inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
A 29-year-old California man was arrested for trying to arrange a sexual encounter with a 4-year-old girl. Nicola Castillo was caught by undercover detectives after offering up to $700 to spend time with the 4-year-old. Castillo claims he had done this before.
Up next, Matt tells us about Sarah Jessica Parker, Who Bit Beyonce, and the Jersey Shore reunion.
Thanks, guys. Sarah Jessica Parker endorses Cynthia Nixon for New York governor, saying, quote, "You have my love, support, and vote." Following much speculation, Nixon launched her bid for New York governor on March 19th against current Democratic Governor Andrew Cuomo. Parker called her former Sex and the City co-star a mother, activist, advocate, fighter, New Yorker, and a dear friend. Tiffany Haddish isn't revealing who bit Beyonce because she signed a non-disclosure agreement. The 38-year-old actress claims she signed an NDA during an Instagram Live video on Wednesday. She first revealed someone bit Beyonce in an interview with GQ, but didn't name anyone. Haddish was close to revealing the news, but later joked that it was Stormy Daniels who bit Beyonce. The new Jersey Shore family vacation trailer has everyone talking. The trailer teased cheating allegations, a proposal, and a shocking return from a former house guest. Of course, the trailer also featured many fights, family meals, peeing in public, and yes, t-shirt time. The new show premieres Thursday, April 5th on MTV. That's it for entertainment. Now back to the guys at the desk.
Okay. And now here's Jeff with the World News Minute.
Good evening. I'm Jeff DiMartino with the World News Minute. On the west bank of the Jordan River, officials have began removing thousands of landmines that are surrounding 8 deserted churches. This is the area that many Christians believe Jesus was baptized. The compound of 7 Eastern Orthodox churches and 1 Roman Catholic church were abandoned in 1967. They are set to reopen when all the explosives are removed. North Korean leader Kim Jong-un traveled to Beijing for a secret meeting with Chinese president this week. This was the first time Kim left North Korea since he took over in 2011. Many believe the timeliness of this visit is no coincidence, since there have been talks about a possible meeting between Kim and President Trump over North Korea's nuclear program. Many details of Kim's trip to China are still unknown. Ethiopia is set to swear in Abiy Ahmed as the new country's prime minister. Ahmed is 42 years old and a retired lieutenant general. Ethiopia is Africa's second most populated country, and it has the fastest growing economy on the continent for the past decade. That's it for the World News Minute. I'm Jeff DiMartino. Back to you guys at the desk.
Thanks for
Thanks,
that, Jeff.
guys. I'm Victoria Todorova here with your weather.
The Los Angeles Rams are going to be the first team in NFL history to hire male cheerleaders. The Rams have been very active during the offseason to help out the team on the field. This is just another step in the right direction for the franchise.
Justice is being served as in Las Vegas involving an El Salvador-born gang. MS-13 have been split up by the Las Vegas police after a year-long killing spree. 5 members have been charged for the murder of a 21-year-old rival gang member. The gang is responsible for 12 murders in total. President Donald Trump has spoken out numerous times about the violent gang, committing to crack down on MS-13. The gang is known for their torturous and brutal slayings. California's Department of Justice is working to fix their relationship with the federal government over illegal immigration. After much criticism from President Trump earlier in the year, the states aim to clarify their guidelines on illegal immigration through a 10-page Word document. The document discusses the need for information on illegal immigrants between states and federal law enforcement. This follows the Trump administration's filing of the lawsuit on California in early March.
From one Trump story to the next, the president will likely pardon his 2 former advisors, Michael Flynn and Paul Manafort. The discussions have already begun as the special counsel has been building a case against both of Trump's former aides. This has raised many questions that the 2 men will plead guilty and cooperate with the ongoing investigation.
Texas Southern University is giving one lucky teen a $16,000 scholarship. Recognizing her act of kindness at work, video of 18-year-old Ivani Nini Williams cutting an ailing customer food has gone viral and eventually caught TSU's attention. Williams is a server at the Waffle House and has been working hard to save money for college.
Investigators in San Francisco made a grim announcement today, closing the case of 6 children who were presumed dead after a serious SUV crash. The SUV plunged 100 feet from an ocean overlook on the Pacific Coast Highway. Originally, crews said that 3 children died and the other 3 were missing, but they have now closed the case.
Now Chris will join us to talk about the Facebook privacy hack.
Hey guys.
Hey Chris, how you doing?
Good, how about yourself?
Good.
Hanging in there, hanging in there.
So.
All right, so as I'm sure everyone is aware, there was a privacy issue with Facebook and how it handled sensitive and personal information of its users. What information was taken from them?
So it turns out that Facebook users' data was accessed by a consultancy called Cambridge Analytica, which is a firm that was hired by Donald Trump's campaign prior to the 2016 election. Now this data was breached by anybody who allows access to their profile when they downloaded one of those certain personality quizzes that you see on your Facebook app mobilely. And the third party was then allowed to see what things you like, the certain interests you have, as well as your friends. And many believe that Cambridge used this information to kind of swing the election and kind of focus their advertising into a certain demographic.
So what is Facebook doing to fix the problem?
So Facebook has now made it easier to access your privacy settings on the mobile app because it was really dug in there in the settings. A lot of people couldn't find it. And to make sure that the user has complete control as to what data gets out. The easiest way to make sure that this doesn't happen to you as a user, especially if you're afraid of these things happening, is to essentially just stop using Facebook and its sister app, Instagram.
So what has this done to Facebook? How have they been affected by the breach?
So as you can expect, Facebook's stock plummeted when this news got out, and rightfully so. Everyone's biggest worry about sites like Facebook is their privacy being breached, and Facebook is just scrambling to pick up the pieces right now. I mean, we also learned that CEO Mark Zuckerberg will testify in front of Congress about the incident, and since then he has issued a full apology to all Facebook users.
Okay.
Sounds like a mess. Thank you, Chris.
You're very welcome,
Thank
guys.
you. Thanks. And coming up, Natasha gives her opinion on a marriage proposal.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
A Massachusetts landlord is suing her tenant after they used the rented property to film a pornography. Leah Bassett had no idea when she rented out her home in 2014 that it would be used to shoot adult films. Stephen Roach, the attorney who's representing the tenant, is claiming that the allegations are unfounded.
Now here's Natasha's opinion on a marriage proposal gone wrong.
Thanks, guys. Every girl dreams about that special day they will be proposed to by the love of their life and what that day will bring for their future endeavors. However, for one couple, Allison Barron and Levi Bliss, their marriage proposal was silently disrupted by her father holding up a sign which read, "Say no." The couple from Nevada had been dating for 2 years before Levi popped the question. Although Allison's father seemed to disagree with the proposal, she told BuzzFeed News, "This is just my dad's personality. We have a very close family, and so he's made little jokes like this before." She assured the site that her father was only joking. She also shared, "We both know my dad very well. We get We got the joke right away and found it funny. Allison added that she had actually been in tears when Levi was proposing, but broke into laughter after seeing her dad holding up the sign. In my opinion, even if it was a joke, I wouldn't want my dad to be holding up a sign that said "Say No" on it. I would just want that special day to be between myself and my partner.
After the break, Victoria will give us the weather forecast for the week.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason, because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
A Missouri woman serving time after allegedly trying to sneak a Bible full of drugs into a county jail. Ashley A. Despain stuck marijuana and methamphetamines into the Bible's binding. The book was meant for an inmate in a Nevada, Missouri jail. Sheriff Jason Mosher, says, quote, "Usually a Bible is something you bring to help somebody. Officers said they have never seen a Bible used in this way before."
Now, here's Victoria with the weather for the week.
Thanks, guys. I'm Victoria Todorova here with your weather report. It seems like spring is finally approaching. Tonight's high is 70 degrees with warm weather. Now let's take a look at this week's weather. On Friday, there is going to be some rain with a high of 61 and a low of 38. Saturday is sunny with a high of 58 and a low of 43. On Sunday, some clouds are appearing with a high of 53 and a low of 35. On Monday, there is going to be rain with a high of 46 and a low of 36. Tuesday, however, it's going to be partially cloudy with a high of 55 and a low of 42. Now let's take a look at our weather window. Here is the Campbell Library. It was a bit cloudy this morning, but now it's all sun. Again, Bunce Hall, a bit cloudy in the morning, but now it's sunny. And here's Rowan Boulevard. There's some snow here and there, but it's starting to melt. Thank you to the sun. And hi, guys.
Hey, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. Good day for baseball, I'd say.
Yeah, it's really nice out.
Yes.
I mean, Akinda's a basketball girl, so I mean, I don't know how she feels about that.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe some sunshine will have some better games, huh? Yeah.
Hopefully.
The Cavs are slacking.
Thank you, Victoria.
Thank you.
All right, well, that's it for the National Rundown. I'm Jared Leedy.
And I'm Akenda Stewart.
Have a great
good night.
night.